Hey Capricorn, this is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is an energy reading. It's not, let me get that straight. It is not a horoscope. There's always an extended reading, which is a full tarot card spread. That includes your romance reading. Now, the energies that we pick up on here are threefold. So I'm always going to start with a crowning energy and an intuitive message, and then go to a central energy, which tells most of the story. And then, of course, your grounding energy, which is usually what's holding you down or helping you out, right? And then the extended articulates and expands upon all the energies we pick up here, personalizes it, and goes into details. And then, of course, includes the romance reading. There's a new Capricorn video every single week. So if you love this video, please like it and share it and subscribe to the channel. If you ring that bell, you'll get notified as soon as I upload all that new content. And yes, I do provide recorded readings, personal readings, and all that information is down below as well. So Capricorn, your energy was coming through loud and clear. And I knew that I had to do your video next. Capricorn. Okay, crowning your energy is dream the world into being, looking back. This came out with Scorpio too. These two cards came out with Scorpio energy too. I think you understand. I think you get it. I think you've also understood. Actually, let me say this. I think that there's an alarm or an alert, a sense of pulling back from or pulling away from something that you feel was, you didn't realize it was there. It's like you didn't realize that there was a dynamic to somebody that you thought you knew very well. You didn't realize that there was this caveat to this job that you had to do or work that you had contracted. There is something that was hidden beneath the surface that's now just been realized by you, and at this point you almost feel betrayed. You almost feel as if somebody pulled a rug out from underneath you. This isn't affecting your financial life. This is affecting your emotional life because it surprised you, and it's a little bit, I don't want to say it scares you, but it may. For some of you, that may be the perfect adjective. But there is a sense of it worries you. It's almost like, well, what do I do now? If they're not who I thought they were, or this situation isn't what I thought it was, but do I say anything? Do I bring it up? Do I talk to them about it? Or do I just leave and move on and not say or do anything? Capricorn, I think confronting the situation head on, would be the best, but at the same time, you know emotionally that you have been disappointed to a degree that you can't go back. You can't come back from. So there is a sense of looking over this disappointment or this revelation of what you will have to take on into the future, and not really wanting it. You're like, if that's part of the deal, I don't really want it. You know, I thought I wanted it. I thought I wanted the commitment, but there's like, if this is everything that's there for me, I don't really want it because this is a little bit too, because I don't agree with it. It's too not me, right? And it doesn't fit in my set of standards, or it doesn't fit in my comfort or value system, which for you is set in stone. It's very draconian. Your sense of morality, your sense of adherence to law and tradition is almost draconian, and it's a staple of your life. It's a foundation of your life. So what are you going to do? You're going to change your whole life. You're going to change what you've based everything on, like how you know, there's a sense of what do I do? I didn't know this was like this, but now I do. And it's not like you're denying it. You just don't know how to move on from it. Like, how do I recover from this? Or do I walk away? How do I walk away? Especially if this is an intimate emotional involvement, there is a sense in you that you may not know how to walk away. You may feel guilty that you're thinking of walking away for the first time. And now if it's not right for you, it's not right for you, right? It's a circumstance that's it. like that's, we learn about people as we go. And there are very few people who stay in our lives for our whole lives. And I think that can be very difficult. But at the same time, for you, it's almost like not necessarily so. Okay. Let's see. There is always enough. Are you dealing with a Pisces? So this is 3 + 6 adds up to 9. Something's missing. There's a piece not fulfilled. There's a piece not there. There is a lot, and I think that's one of the major problems is that there is a lot here. There's a lot of emotional attachment and involvement here. There's a lot of expectation here. It's like the little fish has come to the surface of the water. You see that this person has made efforts, or this situation that it has been a two-way street. It hasn't just been, it's not like you're in a situation that's been exploited. It's just that now you see the full color of the fish that you're dealing with, and you don't like it. You don't like it. You don't think it's as beautiful as you thought it was. You don't think it's as delicious as you thought it was. You don't think this opportunity is as fortuitous as you had originally seen it. It's like the flashes of color hit the surface of the water in a different way, and it looked more alluring or more like what you thought, or it left, when it was at a distance, it left more up to your own imagination to fill in the blanks and make it what you want. And now that you see it up close, it's not what you made it. It's what it is itself. And what it is itself doesn't live up to your fantasy, or doesn't live up to all of your expectations. If this is a person that you're dealing with, let me just say this right now, especially if this is a Pisces, they are all the fuck in. They are all in. And they are going to have a very hard time letting go. And I think that you know that, and that's the sense of that thud, that personal obligation that you feel. Am I being a dick for disappointing somebody? Magic works through you. 5 + 2 is 7. So this is a Cancerian energy, something that's been something that you have participated in this. In other words, you haven't just, it's not just like somebody's been chasing you and you've been like, oh, okay. No, you've actually participated in this. This is like, and this is just an example. It's one of those things, Capricorn, where it's like, you've been dating somebody for a couple months. It started out really hot and heavy, you were real into it. And then as you get to know somebody deeper, they're not what you want them to be. And they don't make you as comfortable as they did. And it's a sad thing that, we get our emotions we go all in, we get our emotions all kinds of wrapped up in people that we've only known for a couple of months. We kind of like to just sort of kid ourselves to think that in a glance we can know somebody. And I don't think that people realize they were lucky. They were lucky because your sexual attraction and your first intuitive attraction were actually correct for the personality and the person underneath. Most people, it doesn't work out that way. Most people, it's like, yes, there's potential, but how do you know how long it's going to last? And how do you know if there's supposed to be a person that you're supposed to be with long term? This was you. This Cancerian energy is like, just jump into long term before you even know somebody. So I don't know if that was them or that was you or that was both of you, but there is this now sense of obligation too, but I thought this was going to be something more. But is it? And like I said, this could be for a job too. This could definitely be it. This could definitely be like, I thought this opportunity was everything that I wanted. It sounded really, really good. And then guess what? Didn't turn out that way. Watch and wait. 5 + 3. This is more Piscean energy. There's a lot of water here, which means it remembers, which means it holds on to that first sense of what I thought it was going to be. So this could possibly be you as well. This sense of not being able to completely let go of the expectation or what you expect, how you expected things to go. Finding it very difficult to emotionally detach, even though but unlike this fish, this Piscean card, this Piscean energy is a little bit defensive in that it's trying to like pull back a little bit and like just see how things play out. You know, but that's sort of like that passive aggressive way of saying, I need a break. Or I don't feel comfortable here, is like you're just sort of like enjoying it from afar right now. Central to your energy is take a leap of faith. So either there was or there should, central energy is telling me about where you stand. And you took a leap of faith in this circumstance. In other words, this is confirmation, you just jumped in. You know, before you knew, before you were sure, before you were certain, you just took a leap of faith before you knew everything. And that's great because that's very courageous. And this is a very fortunate card. So I don't think all of this has been all bad. Okay, so that turns the cards a little bit. And then we have be generous of spirit. This is Lion, Leo energy, a sense of 10. This is fulfillment. This is recognizing what you want in the future. This is seeing the path that you want. I am not certain that it is connected to this old person or opportunity, but it is you. And this central energy could be, well, you took a leap of faith once, do it again. Like not necessarily in this person, but take a leap of faith in what you know to be true, in those feelings that you have, in those impulses. Take that leap of faith. Which means, I think trust your instincts is what's coming through loud and clear. Trust your gut, co-create with spirit. Yeah, you're definitely getting spirit messages. Something has come out. Raven shows up when it's almost like the truth is revealed. And it sometimes is conceived as seen as bad news, but it's not bad news, it's truth. So in other words, you can't escape this. You have to look at this head on. You have to see it as this is your future. This is not something that you can just get around. This is truth. So what are you going to do with it? When you look at it honestly. And I know you're trying to be more objective now and take a step back from this situation, but don't take a step back from the situation and then try to twist it in your mind and make it into what you want it to be. See it for what it is. And this is sort of the courage and the strength to see the truth for what it is, and make a decision from there. Time for a beginner mind, so time for a restart, and it's also time to be a little bit defensive. So you've never been in this situation before. Maybe you're new to this circumstance and it's making you a little bit more bristly or defensive. But there is a sense of still being on alert and not being comfortable. So this is almost, at this point, this is Aquarian energy. But it's like, the truth was sent as a defense for you. You weren't given this message because the gods hate you. You were sent these messages. The truth was shared with you so that you could prepare and be defensive and do what you needed to do. Preemptive defenses. Do what you need to do to protect yourself. That's what Spirit's asking you to do. Do what you need to do to protect yourself. This is very important. Now, open to infinite possibilities. This sits in your grounding energy. So this is also Aquarian energy. This is your time to shine. This is public recognition. I honestly think that there is a sense of maybe being worried about, or public opinion having somehow influencing your decision. Another card just popped out. Hold on. Okay. Hold on just a second. Overcome any obstacle. This is Taurus energy. So this, and this is love is all around. Okay, yeah. All right. This is you understanding that you're not stuck. Especially if this is a romantic relationship, you are not stuck in it. You are quite capable and interested in other people, or the grounding energy, your saving grace, what pulls you from this feeling of being obligated to stay where you're not comfortable anymore, you will get other offers. Other offers are coming in so that you don't feel like this is your only choice. You realize that it's not your only choice. That's what's getting you through, is that, hey, I have so many other options here. People notice me. I don't have to stay stuck in this circumstance that makes me feel uncomfortable. Of course, it also says communication is the best key. Communication straight on, head on, eye to eye. So remember how I said in the beginning, I was like, I don't know if confrontation is the best. Now I do. This is definitely telling me that speaking to somebody, if it's one person, speaking to somebody one-on-one, going to your boss and renegotiating the deal, this is a sense of, yes, this will get you through. There's a sense of it will actually work out to your favor. It will help you shine, or it will help redeem or make you feel better and get you, whether even if it's closure that you want, because that's the decision that you've made. Certainly, that's up to you. All of this is up to you. It's basically what kind of quality do you put on it? And can you talk about what's making you uncomfortable? These cards tell me that if you talk about it, there is a strong sense that whatever is making you feel uncomfortable will go away. It will not hang around or stick around, or it can be resolved. But also there's a sense of you wanting to move on because you know that you've attracted other people, or that you attract other possibilities. And it's almost like that in and of itself is giving you the courage to maybe even have a discussion with your current boss or the person that you're in this current relationship with. Either way, the saving grace in this energy is that you know that you have other options, so you don't feel pushed up against a wall. Because if you felt pushed up against a wall, you'd be freaking out right now and probably doing something that you might regret. Bottom line. Because my camera is failing, I can't turn it around right now to review the cards with you. I'm just going to go right into the extended reading. And then remember your romance reading over there too. So that link is below, Capricorn. I'll see you over there.